Reincarnation is a philosophical concept about existence, meaning, and being. And we all have been programmed, educated to understand that reincarnation is a millennia old philosophical or spiritual concept depicted in hieroglyphics on Egyptian walls of storytelling mythos. And we're told that reincarnation has to do with what happens after you die. And there seems to be this concept that there's going to be a judgment day after one's death, where one will be evaluated by the heaviness or the weight of one's heart compared to that of a feather. And if the heart is found to be weighted down with the cares and concerns of existence, one's life will be set on repeat until the heart is weightless, without care, without concern. Part of the reincarnation trap is to treat the body as a meat suit, which is highly derogatory. I don't know why anyone would ever be so negative about their existence as to call their body a meat suit or a prison, which in my opinion it is not. The other aspect of reincarnation that we are led to believe is that you come back as another species. You can come back as a worm, you can come back as an armadillo, you can come back as a hummingbird, like whatever. The thing about my philosophy is I'm writing it. I am my own philosopher. And I do not accept any information that doesn't resonate within my experience. And that is the challenge for you as well. The challenge for you is not to take anything that I'm saying at face value and just run with it, but to test what I say is true, and if you find that the test validates my claim, then figure out how it can incorporate into your existence as you look for meaningfulness and what it means to be you. But back to the idea of reincarnation. Reincarnation is something that you experience on the daily. Because every day you are incarnated again when you wake up and you go out into the arena of other incarnations. You have other people with whom you have to do and with whom you must get along. And that is another opportunity for you to address matters of the heart. So that it's not something that you are judged by from without. Your existence, meaning and being, is all within your own awareness. You are your own judge, jury, and executioner. Prosecuting attorney, defense lawyer, you are all of those things. As you review your life on the daily basis, how did you do when you got up this morning? How did you do when you talked to your kids this morning? How did you do when you fed the dog this morning? How did you do when you crossed the street this morning? How did you do when you were driving to work in traffic this morning? How did you do when you got to work after you were driving in traffic? Blah, blah, blah. That is reincarnation. You don't have to wait until you die to address remedial issues with the malady that is your experience. Salutations, my king. So you see with that exchange that I made him smile. I made him chuckle, which is positive energy. Find ways of infusing life, light, love, laughter, and liberation into people's meaningless existence. Getting up, the drudgery of having to go to work every day. I would think that it would be far and few between that you could find people who delight in going to work each day, who take joy in driving to work or commuting to work or wherever it is that they have to go. People don't have enough time to make time to have more time. And the difficult balance in existence is figuring out that most people don't want to be saved, even though they complain openly and repeatedly about the same things. They don't change. They don't want to change. They don't know how to change. They do know how to change, but it's a lot of work. But so is carrying that burden. You know what I mean? So is carrying that burden. And you know what? If you leave that burden at the foot of the cross and walk away, you're not going to be as heavy until you pick it back up in your mind and you don't even realize it. And then you're worrying about tomorrow, or you're regretting yesterday, rather than simply existing in the now. Is it now? Is right now now? Philosophy is the key to your existence. Loving wisdom, being a lover of wisdom, is the key to understanding who you are, why you are, what you are, where you are, how you are, when you are. And only you can determine those things. Look at that. I love that.